And welcome back to the show, everyone. I've got the All Musicians Club here with me with Sherry Showalter and Bill Ring. Hello, you two.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
You guys are going to start kicking up your heels here on April 25th. We'll get to the details later. But for people who haven't seen the Rhythm Rebels before, what would you like them to know about the band? Because that is the band that's going to be playing on the 25th.
We are a 10-piece, which is bigger than I think probably any other band in the village. And we're not really a village band. I mean, Sherry and I are the two from the village that happen to be residents, and we participate in a lot of things here. But the band is a 10-piece band, and our focus is on soul, R&B, a lot of the music that we grew up with, that people love to dance to. And what my purpose in being here today is just to encourage people to come out and see the band. If you haven't seen us, come and see us, and we make some noise.
Yeah. Tell us, so 10 pieces, that's a lot. What instruments are involved?
We've got a 4-piece rhythm section, drums, guitar, bass, and keys. We've got 4 outstanding vocalists, Sherry being our veteran. Aww. And we've got a horn section. We've got 2 horns.
Wow, okay. So you've played here in the village before.
We have, and we love it.
Yeah. What do you remember about the audience here at the village?
Oh my gosh, the crowd here starts dancing from the second we walk onto the stage.
Is that right?
Until we're done 2 hours later.
Love that.
And they fill the place, and the smiles on their faces, you can just tell that they are reliving every time they heard that song in their younger days, in their youth, and it gives us energy, and we give them energy.
You feed off of each other, right?
We absolutely do, and it's just so much fun.
Got those positive ions just firing off all over the room.
I'm telling you, it's like what keeps everybody young, I'm sure of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's much better to do that than to, peel yourself off the couch,
well,
right? We talked about that earlier.
Right.
You were going to say something, Bill?
Just that this is music. We can tell, I mean, that as soon as they're up and they're dancing and they're smiling, as Sherry said, constantly moving, and very appreciative of what we do. And our job is to entertain, to light up the room. And if we do a good job of that, they'll feed that energy right back to us.
Yes.
People just love this music. They grew up with it. They feel it in their bones. And you can see how emotional people can get about reliving those moments.
So what decades are you covering?
Principally the 60s and the 70s, Motown right through the development of the genre into the 70s. We cover, Aretha, Stevie, Marvin, Earth, Wind and Fire, the OJs, stuff, a lot of the anthems, the soul anthems that people grew up with.
Wonderful. And you've got some new band members this time around, is that right?
We do. I mentioned we have a 10-piece band, and it can be a challenge to get everybody in the same place at the same time. So one of the things we began thinking about was, let's build some depth. So in the event that somebody can't make a particular date, rather than say we don't want to play or we can't, let's have someone come in, go through the rehearsals. And so that's what we've done. We've actually invited 2 new vocalists with us, and they'll both be, they'll both be debuting on the 25th. So we're really excited about that.
Fantastic.
Yeah. We've got a new guy, Kenneth Perrin, and a new female vocalist, Brianne Gonzalez.
How did you find them?
Oh, a lot of effort.
Yeah, a lot of effort. Sherry can confirm. We auditioned a pretty significant audition process. We all have pretty high expectations of ourselves and others. And so we went through that a number of times. These 2 actually happened to shine through on their initial auditions. We invited them back. We asked them to join the band. So we can lean on them. Once we get through this performance, we'll be looking forward to doing more with them.
Now, in that audition process, did you tell them what to sing, or did you just say, bring your best?
Well, we did, but also I think the most important thing, what I like to do is to give and encourage each of our vocalists to find a signature tune or 3 that he or she feels really good about, and to lean on them, let them shine. And I asked, in those cases, I asked each of the vocalists, I said, here's some things we'd like you to come prepared to do. But please let me know of the list that you see in our repertoire, what do you feel good about? What do you prefer to do? Gave them that latitude, and they brought it.
And then we also wanted them to not only sing lead, but because we have 4 vocalists, we have a lot of harmonies and backup vocals. So we wanted them to both we wanted to test how their ear was for grabbing a backup vocal and pulling that out too.
Okay.
And then we wanted to, of course, see them on lead.
Right.
So it was exciting.
How often do you guys practice?
When we know we have a gig coming up, I'll try to group the practices so that they actually set up their performance. We don't need to spend a lot of time in rehearsal if we don't have, other than to learn some new songs,
Right.
which we will be doing after this performance. I kind of like to keep it fresh, but it also helps that when we are breaking in some new vocalists, to make it easier on everyone, just to work with what we know and get them comfortable with the repertoire as it exists.
The other thing that's really kind of challenging for the vocalists is because we have so many different people we can pull from, we sometimes, as lead vocalists, we have to learn the different lead parts for different songs that we may sing lead on one time and back up on another. So we're constantly swapping it out, and it can get a little challenging sometimes for that as well. So that makes it hard for us. Not hard, but just challenging for us.
Right.
Whereas the instrumentalists are going to play the same thing every time,
Right.
unless we make them change the key.
Right, and that's an
hard.
important thing. Sherry, I just want to give credit where credit is due. Sherry is our veteran, but she also has really good instincts and a really good ear and a good feel for how all of this works together. And when it comes to wanting, as she said, if a vocalist feels that something needs to move up or more likely down a half a step, or musically down just a little bit to make it easier for the parts to work better, or sometimes a key change makes the song actually feel and sound better, we defer to our vocalists. It's really, they're the ones, it's their show, we're just behind them, backing them up.
Fantastic. So the set list coming up, what do you think the audience is going to be most excited to hear?
A lot of the things that they have shown us in the past that they want to hear, which is another reason why we tried to stay true to much of what we have played here before. Again, Stevie Wonder, Aretha, Respect, Marvin Gaye tunes, with a lot of the Earth, Wind and Fire. We do Groovin'.
September is always the one that gets people off their feet.
September is in our list, the planned list of songs that we want to do. In fact, we're going to be doing a couple of Four Tops songs in a medley. We're going to do a KC and the Sunshine medley in the part of the second set where we actually give a nod to disco, because hey, we got those people who like the people who didn't show up in Chicago to burn all those disco records years ago.
Lady Marmalade.
Yeah,
we got that one coming up.
That's a good one.
I mean, basically every song we do, people love.
Yeah.
There's no bad songs.
Yeah, those songs when you start, you can hear right away that they're going to resonate, and they know that, and it just is reflected in their body language and in their smiles and in their moves.
Fantastic.
So we know we're going to hit the nail on the head. We feel good about it.
All right. Well, if someone's sitting on their couch in front of a movie, how would you get them to come out that night?
Well, first we shame them. It's like, shame on you.
If there are 10 people, come here, 10 people who love this music as much as you do, and will be live. When you hear it live, and you got the horns powering away, the vocalist shining, the band, the rhythm section. I mean, the bass player and I lock. I'm the drummer, and we lock together really well. When everything is working, you can't really reproduce that. You got to come hear it live, and you'll go home. You'll leave energized. You may leave drained from all the dancing that you do.
You might get a good night's sleep.
But just come out and bring a friend, bring someone who has not seen the band. If you know you enjoy this, bring someone to come see us as well.
Yes, well, they won't regret it, that's for sure, right? So this is taking place April 25th, which is a Saturday, Clubhouse 5. Doors open at 6, show starts at 6:30, $10 at the door, bring your own everything, and there's a no-host GRF bar. Sherry, Bill, thank you so much for joining me today. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you
Have
for
a
the chance.
great concert.
Thanks.
Coming up next, the Republican Cub will be with me. Stay here.